Yeah. Yeah. Good.
That shot.
Field.
Stay on. That's a sack on the ball. Good job.
I'm Josh.
I'm Zay.
And you're watching Real Reality Vids.
We are back, man. We had Tyner. We got a special guest with us, man. You know, to keep this train rolling and keep moving forward. So I'm gonna let our special guest introduce yourself, and we're gonna get to chatting it up.
All right, I'm Christian Maynard. I'm the head football coach here at Tyner Academy. Know these two pretty well. Glad they're able to come back and give a little bit to their alma mater, and looking forward to sitting there and watching them do what they do.
Absolutely. So we're gonna start it off. We know that two is, offensive coordinator. The first year, 2 years. So what was the transition like going into being head coach for this team?
You know, anytime you transition from position coach to a coordinator to head coach, there's always some learning curves. One thing that I've been very blessed and fortunate to have coached for Coach Chandler allowed me to be, he allowed me to do a lot of things that necessarily some head coaches don't, to help, push me in the right direction to hopefully one day take over a program.
Hey, shout out Coach Chandler. He's real.
He is.
Yeah, if y'all don't know Coach Chandler, like he said, Coach Chandler was our head coach my first 2 years here. Coach Maynard was our offensive coordinator, and now he's picking it up and he's grabbing. So we got a special guest today. We're gonna let him introduce himself, and we got some new upcomings coming. This young man got a bright future, and he hot in the city right now. We hear a lot about him. We're gonna let him talk a little bit about it.
Edwards, 228, active. And so you had a lot of success, coming out of your freshman year. How many offers you got already?
It's 5 now. Got Syracuse yesterday.
What was that like?
It was good.
They came to school. I was on the spot. What they say?
It was like, they like my film. They see I'm a young, talented.
How the recruitment process been for you? Going through it.
I mean, since I'm young, they really can't do too much.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just a little sliced up.
I feel that. So talk to me through your what it was like getting your first offer, because I know when I got my first offer, it's like, man, like I'm going to school now. Like, so if y'all don't know, like he in the ninth grade. I didn't get an offer when I was in the ninth grade. I wasn't even playing football in the ninth grade. So it's like that's huge. So tell everybody how you feel about like receiving your first offer and who it was from.
It was from the University of Virginia Tech. So yeah, it was like week 8. Yeah, when I received it, I was like, I gotta go even harder.
Got to, man. Like I'm gonna give you some pointers, because it's like as a freshman, like when you're a junior and senior getting offered, it's like, okay, this is the time. But when you're a freshman and you're younger, it's like potential. So like if you get complacent, if you feel like I got an offer that's gonna come, like there's guys at my school that went FCS, but they had like Alabama out of freshman year. But that's why that's what you just said is the drive that you gotta continue to have to like stay motivated, because like honestly, a school telling you they like you and they offer you means nothing, because this guys is getting better, this guys is growing, this guys is continue to grow as players. So I just want you to keep that. That's just my advice to you. And I'm not even a shooter by all means necessary, but I do play like college football and I understand how this system and how the game works. So, but you got a very strong upside. Like not even just I'm just giving pointers here. Coach Maynard was our offensive coordinator, and now he's picking it up and he's grabbing. So what do you see like the biggest difference is from like being an offensive coordinator and then being a head coach?
It's a lot of overseeing. When you're an offense coordinator, you oversee one side of the ball. At Tyner, even though I was OC, we still have the responsibility of special teams and things like that. But at the end of the day, you're not just overseeing the offense, you're overseeing the weight program, you're overseeing grades and academics, you're overseeing the football program as a whole. Which Coach Chandler allowed me to do some of those things and take some of those responsibilities. So that's why what makes some of the transition, things that I've already done.
Absolutely.
Can you let's just get your opinion on what you think is the recipe for a successful program?
I like to look at you guys. Yeah, one recipe is you got 18 seniors, and that's what we had. And of those 18 seniors, we had, almost every one of them were guys that contributed. But you guys played for, y'all had a love for each other that extended in the locker room, out to the field, the weight room. I look back at our good on good days, And we were best on best.
Yeah, you reminiscing already.
And I mean, some of the biggest arguments I've seen on a football field happen out there, but when you get back in the locker room, it's all love.
Yeah, so like if you guys don't know, so as I was starting to get into quarterbacking, Coach Maynard was like the guy that helped build my confidence, and he gave me the tools to be successful throughout the offense. Like he gave me a chance to be free, make plays, make mistakes, and he also helped me grow on levels. And I'm pretty sure Zay can say the same thing. And I had a question for you myself. Like, how do you feel like you impact guys around you?
I feel like I motivate them.
So
you see, he's young. We can get through.
Absolutely.
What's it like being like a leader on the field and in the locker room and you just not getting it? What's that like?
I mean, at first it was rough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Freshman. They know who I was. Then as the season went on, so they respected me as a leader.
Absolutely.
You got to grow. No choice.
You feel me though? Like when you're a young guy, and especially for me, because the situation I was in when the new coaches came and I was in high school and they named me the quarterback, I had to step up to the table no matter if I liked it or not. You know what I mean? So it was the situation you in, you destined to be great, so you gotta take what comes with the responsibility. Like even me myself, certain things other people do you can't do just because the name you got, the brand, and where you want to go. And if you serious about where you want to go, then that gotta be your standard. You can't settle for less when you really want high expectations. And I feel as you continue to grow, I just want you to keep in mind with the guys around you, the guys you hang with, the guys you deal with, because all that matters when you go to college. Because something as little as a video, a name, anything, get back, that can deteriorize your image. And I just want to look out for you because man, you at Tyner, you feel me? We don't really get this much notoriety or everything that we should have been having, and it's kind of crazy because it's at a point where it's growing.
Yeah, you definitely gonna have a lot of eyes on you going forward. You know what I'm saying? Especially you having a lot of success. A lot of D1 colleges you already on the radar. So I say just always be mindful that people always watch you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So I know getting offers, and especially in high school, is always exciting and fun. But for me, it was the official visiting. You think you're ready to go when you get older, take them official visits, throw on a gear, have fun, be able to have.
I feel like that's the best part.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what kind of grabbed the eye, and that was what was hard for me because. The time I was getting into recruiting, I was talking to big schools, but the portal is something that's dangerous nowadays. They just open it up to where guys getting their years back. So they rather take a guy that's ready than the guy that's young and they can mold him. And that's what happened to me out of high school. I thought I was gonna go to Tulane, and they took a guy on the portal from me, and it's oh man. So just you feel me? You gotta just know man, I gotta want this more than anybody else want it for me, and I feel that's what it continue to keep that job.
Yeah. And now, I'll piggyback off that. What has kind of been your routine just as a student, as an athlete?
We got weights in the morning. Certain people come, not the whole team. They've been struggling to get everybody here. Then school, I also play basketball, so go to basketball practice. Then if I have time or the gym open, I go to the gym, I do basketball practice.
Yeah.
I definitely feel where you're coming from about struggling to get everybody in there, because when I had a vision of us winning the state championship. And I remember calling Zay saying man, I got a vision, bro, and I can see it coming. And he didn't say, nah man, you tripping. He just took it in accountability and was man, we gonna work. If you really see this, then let's work. And we work every day. And I remember the same feeling. It was hard to get guys to come in the morning.
They had 3-4 people.
You feel me though? But you doing it yourself, and guys seeing that the work you put in is giving you those results, it is skyrocketing. And you believe it or not, I just kept showing up at them with 6 a.m. workouts, 6 a.m. workouts. Coach Dane, the guy, man, Coach Dane was the first guy that like took me in to like start working out in the morning. And then Coach Young came in, and you can ask him like it's just about that work. Guys will start buying in once they see like, man, he not stopping, he got a vision. That'll make the guys around you feel like, man, like he working and I'm not. Believe it or not, it will motivate them, and they gonna have that drive.
Oh yeah, how you feel about the past season FSU just had? Switch on the spot.
Florida State, man.
I'll tell you what, man, I've been through some good times and some bad times. That's about as bad as it gets. But I believe in Coach Norvell. He'll get him right.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Most definitely.
What's the future for Tyner football?
Very bright, very bright. We got a group coming up that reminds me a lot of the group, your group, the 2022 group. Got 15, 16 seniors. So we got a lot of seniors. Got some guys up front that they're big guys, you know, probably bigger than what when you guys were here.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. We got some skill guys that got a year under their belt of starting experience. Got a quarterback we got coming back that had a year of starting experience. You know, he's a little different than what Josh was. He's a little smaller. I would say he's a little faster. That may hurt Josh's feelings a little bit. Josh thought he was a running quarterback.
I did.
He said he thought he was a running
I did. I do my work, man.
I tell you what, how many times I would call Vandy your doors and I'd look at Josh and Josh would do this. Josh had the option to pull it and read it. So,
hey, man, let's do that. We ain't gonna speak on that, man. You know, we need to group.
I'll say this: when we played in the state championship game,
That run you did, that sparked everything. I remember that playing
that was
day.
Vandy indoors. That was
I
Vandy
remember
indoors.
that. I remember that.
Kudos to him, though.
He lived up to it.
I mean, I asked him though. I said, can I get a pull on it? Because I knew like it's like when you're out there, you see different. It's like you know it's different. But like, kudos to him for allowing me to do that, even though I ran. I think he said 6'7".
Y'all ain't look back.
Yeah, I think that whole first half was like real like. Who's getting the keys out? Who's getting the keys out?
We were going in with a lead. You know, we were down. What was it?
15 up.
Yep. And we probably would have gone in with we've been down 1. And then they called that phantom pass interference in the back of the end zone on you.
Yeah, man, I was so mad.
Yeah. I wanted to take it to the crib. But I seen the flag, but I was still trying to run it though.
So throughout that whole game, it was kind of crazy because like I stayed pretty poised the whole game until one drive when I missed Jerry in the fourth.
Yep.
I remember down on the crosser.
Yep.
That was the one time.
We ran smash.
Yeah.
And sit the back up the chute.
Yeah.
If you hit that, it'd been a little less stressful.
Yeah.
Man, Zay wouldn't have got the game-winning tackle.
Made the play.
Oh yeah. We came through, got the job done. What was that experience like for you? Just watching it.
It was great. You know, I go back probably once every couple of weeks and look back at pictures, and I'll get on huddle and I'll watch the game. And
So you got the game.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. It's just a special bond that nobody's ever gonna be able to take from us.
And I want to give it like a huge shout out to Zay because like we worked hard like the whole season to get to that point, and like him being injured, that just showed like hard work pay off. Cause like he missed a lot of games in the season. It felt like he didn't really have an impact, but it came like he led to us like act physically, like getting the ring, getting the stop, you know, getting the pick. So like shout out to him because I know that's kind of hard mentally, like being able to put in all the work in the off season and not being able to play the first couple of games and then just coming back and giving the team a spark is what we need.
Yeah, because really Zay was the guy that we were trying to move around to get the ball to in the preseason. And then Jarius did a great job coming in and filling that role. Yeah. But when Zay got back, you know, you kids all the time in that situation, they're selfish, that all they care about is themselves.
Yeah.
But he was the best teamate. You know, he was helping Jarius get to where he needed to be. I want to say, do you remember the biggest butt chewing you got from me? You remember what game that was?
I do.
Bledsoe.
Coach Chuck, because he was celebrating before he scored.
I had got tackled on the way to the end zone. That was my first touchdown.
In hindsight, you were excited.
That was my first touchdown bet.
That was a bomb.
Yeah, we ran like four verts, like Hail Marys.
No, we ran switch first.
Yeah, we ran first, yeah. And Josh had found me. I was just happy.
I knew it. I see it.
I know you were.
Yeah, I did like that.
I give it to you a little bit.
For sure, he definitely could.
Dion, you did the Dion Sanders.
Yeah.
I remember.
So
I
Sanders-
told Coach Sanders saying, "What are we doing? What are we doing?" I was like, it was crazy though, but that was an epic time. You know, you never can get those moments back. I'm just glad we cherished those moments. Glad we had a good coach, and Tyner just has a bright future. You know what I mean?
I would say the biggest thing that Coach Baylor let us do, he let us be athletes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause he came in like right. How much time did we have in our leg?
We came in at the beginning of June.
Okay,
So we didn't have spring, didn't have off-season workouts, anything like that. So we had to install an offense, defense, special teams, basically in about 20
Still
practices.
won 7 games, right?
Yeah.
We did. We went 7-4, and I'll say this. I think we could have made a run in the playoffs that year. I think we were good enough to beat Trousdale.
Yeah.
But I think that if we don't lose the way we did against Trousdale, you guys don't come back and work in the weight room.
Yeah.
That made you guys hungry. That's what I'm hoping this group we've got now will have that same fuel that you guys did. I use y'all as an example. As soon as we lost, I went to them and I said, "Hey, we were in the same boat 2 years ago. The guys came and lifted. They made more workouts. They worked out there in fifth block. That was the difference.
That was the real key to like success. I feel like just getting everybody to buy in, because like we all had a vision, but like in particular, like I saw that we had the potential, and I just knew that it took all of us to get together mentally to make it happen.
Oh yeah, you brought up Coach Dane. What has y'all relationship been like? What's that dynamic?
He been a big leader, big like.
Has he helped you like with the connection with the
Yeah,
guys?
with all the niggas. He sent my family like thousands of coaches.
Yeah. I remember Dane was like trying to get into it, and Dane, he told me before I even like played my senior year, like he the one told me like, man, you gonna go D1, you got the upside. I was like, man, yeah, I know I got the potential, but Dane really didn't have the tools yet to like the tools he had for you. Now he didn't have those tools for me then, but he was like, I seen the mold and the potential he had in it. But my next question to you is, man, you got number 9, man. That hold a lot of weight, man. So how you feel about having number 9? Do you think you're gonna keep it? Do you think you're gonna switch the flow up, or like what?
No, I'm gonna keep it. I think like
It's in good hands. It's in good hands.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I had number 9. So like, if anybody had number 9, I was definitely like allow him.
It's Mr. Football too. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? He tried to get his jersey retired, but Coach Maynard wasn't going for none of it. So that's why Dion got it.
It's alright. I just know I know he got a bright future. I know he got a lot. This kid got potential, man. Like, I want y'all to like remember his name and keep him on your radar.
Let's touch on the season though. How you feel? Like, did you have any goals, like personal goals coming into your freshman year?
no, not really. But as like the season went along, I started to have like goals, like to have a certain amount of yards a game, certain amount of hits a game, certain amount of tackles.
Do that change your mindset going into this next season?
Yeah, my goal next season is football.
Absolutely.
Sophomore. Hey, you heard it first. Mr. Football.
Yeah. What was your stats?
I had 6 interceptions, 35 tackles, 200 receiving yards, and then like 7 PPUs.
6 interceptions as a freshman.
That's big.
As a freshman, bro, like six interceptions as a freshman. Like, I don't understand, y'all know, but like I remember I was competing with a guy in Mr. Football. He was a junior. No, he was a sophomore, and
He got 12.
he had 12 interceptions.
Yeah.
So like them interceptions will get you there, bro. Like that don't happen. 12 interceptions is crazy. No matter if you're playing in the church league, a gospel league, a heaven league, man, 12 interceptions.
Yeah, and it's definitely, especially in the region that they're playing in too, because it's a lot of run. Like you playing against a lot of run-heavy teams.
And I'm throwing too, because
so like 6 interceptions, that he a real ball hawk, right?
You feel me? And like the sky, like not even the sky, man. Like don't limit you got it, man. You got all the tools. You just gotta keep your head on right, because I know it's gonna be like throughout this process, man. Like especially for me winning Mr. Football, me winning state, going off to school. It's a lot of people around you gonna change you, bro. And you gotta realize like it ain't everything what it always seems. And I'm pretty sure you know that because as you're growing, but like everything not gonna be picture perfect, crystal clear. So you gotta think like, man, like no matter what it takes, I'm gonna stay motivated because there's gonna be people around you like, let me get a piece of the cake. I was always there, you know what I mean?
I'll say you mentioned you play basketball. What has it been, keeping your body healthy and like the recovery aspect of it?
Man, really just scratching. That's a big part.
Stretching is.
You drink a lot of water.
And drink a lot of water.
And stretching, then you lifting as well. So he definitely keeping his body in shape, throughout the season. And right after basketball, he's right back to spring ball. So he always active. Do you do what you do during the summer?
I do 7-on-7 8 basketball.
So who you play for?
7-on-7 I play with National Playmakers.
He with the right people.
NPA definitely gonna get you out. Like I remember contemplating like if I wanted to go with NPA or stay with Wolfpack, but we didn't have that much. I wasn't exposed to like the people that can help me expose or push me out.
Yeah.
That's why I like really truly believe like he had you got the tools, the size, the mentality. Like man, I had all that, but I just didn't have the exposure factor. And you have that, so that means like man, you got everything in front of you. It's just now it's just gonna come down to the ball in your court. You gotta make plays. You gotta go continue to like push yourself, and that's what you want as an athlete, to put everything on you. You don't want things that you can't control to be the reason why you can't get something. You know what I mean?
How was it coming into a new system? Because y'all came their 11th grade year.
Yeah.
How was it coming in, not knowing none of the kids, probably seen film or whatever, whole new offense coming in, kids you never coached, or you know what I'm saying? How was that?
Well, it's a learning curve, for sure. I was spent 4 years at the wall before I came over here. And so, I love the time I spent there, coached great kids, but when we came over here, we saw, the first guy I met was Anthony Sims. Anthony's 6'4", 6'5", 230 plus pounds.
Yeah.
We didn't have that at the wall.
Yeah.
I met Jersey. Jersey was the next guy I met. So like, I knew there were guys here. And then obviously when I see Josh come down, he says he's not going to play football. And, and I'm like, all right, well, what'd you play? And I'm expecting to say defensive end, tackle, and he says quarterback. I'm like, there's no way. So I gave him a ball, let him throw it. Tight spiral. I said, all right, I'll see you Monday.
Man, I kind of glad I picked up that ball because like I had really made it. Like, I was not.
Well, and sometimes, Coach Turner obviously did a great job here, for 30 plus.
Yeah, shout out to Coach T.
Shout out to Coach T.
Legendary Coach T.
Yeah, I also say that we embraced y'all, like, cause we found out that we was getting a new offense, the spread offense. That's what we've been wanting, like since we had came in.
And not even just us, the pass.
So we was real excited for that season. We just knew that it was gonna be a lot of work for me to put in, a lot of learning.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys because if y'all didn't embrace us, the process that we went through wouldn't have worked. We wouldn't have got this gold ball. But that speaks to y'all's leadership and speaks to the character that you guys have. Everybody had a role. Everybody did their role, and that's the crazy part about what we had at Tyner is you don't just have Zay and Jerry said I explained, but you had Mark Lou. You had Trey. Trey scored like 12 touchdowns in the playoffs.
Went crazy.
On 16 touches. You had Dimitri. Dimitri's probably was the best athlete in school. And you had D-Mike. You had JoJo. You had Jersey. You had Markel. And you guys could have complained about not getting touches. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it was a team thing, and that's why I want not just the guys that we have now, but future Rams to understand that's the selflessness that you need to win a state championship and accomplish the goals as a team.
Do it make coaching a little easier when you got this gold ball right here?
I thought it would, but it gives a little more added pressure. Just because you want to go get the next one. So I don't want to just settle and say, I've got hopefully another 25, 30 years of coaching in me. I don't want to say, my state championship came, in year 5 or year 6.
You want to add some more?
I do. I want to add some more hardware. But also, we tend to measure success by the scoreboard and by hardware. But you know, I think right now I'm looking at success right now. I've got guys that are trying to do things outside of school that are you know, positive for the community, positive for other people. So I appreciate you guys, and this is why I love it. You know, the relationships that you get to build.
Absolutely.
Explain the importance of school, like how that tie into being an athlete.
Yeah.
You was student first.
So,
Grades come first, school come first, behavior, classroom come first. Then like colleges also look at that.
yeah, most definitely GPA, because the school can offer you, but you have to get accepted into their school. So make sure y'all, you know, on top with the grades and the GPA and all that.
Yeah, if you don't like mind us asking, like, how do you feel like your parents impact like your athletic and academic like career and like far as like motivating and driving you?
I mean, I feel like they've been pushing me, but like since I was little, always like telling me I was gonna be great. And I feel like they've been like a big chip on my shoulder.
Absolutely, man. That's like that'll do it, man. Like you got people in your circle that want it, and see it in you and like give you that drive and that push. Like that's very like vital to like your career and like basing off your success. You know what I mean?
When did you know that you wanted to take your sport serious?
I mean, it really started this year. Cause ain't no all this was gonna happen. It just happened overnight.
For sure.
After that night, I just realized I was gonna take it more serious. So harder.
How long have you been like playing sports?
I've been playing football since I was 5 years old.
Anything else other than that?
And then baseball, came on basketball.
Yeah.
Who you play football? Who you start playing football?
Tyner Raiders.
Yeah.
So that's a great organization.
I played for the Raiders, man. Absolutely. As we wrap up this interview, I have one more question in mind that I really think like the people and the viewers and even us wants to know. Tyner's get a new school, new field, and how do you feel like that'll impact just not Tyner yourself, but Tyner football and Tyner community?
Well, one, the kids deserve it. You know, you look at this building, we got Tyner alum, you know, sitting in here other than myself. You know, you guys have seen what Tyner looked like, you know, 10, 20 years ago, you know, to now. I mean, there's been a lot of change from then to now that the kids need new buildings. So hats off to Hamilton County, Mayor Wong for making it happen. And so, I think it's going to be really big for the community, really big for our kids, teachers. You know, Mr. Williams is our principal now. You guys had Dr. Irvin when you guys were here, but you know, Mr. Williams is doing a good job of bringing a lot of that community togetherness. And so I'm just really looking forward to the day that we get into. We've been homeless for 2 years.
Their first home game back gonna be special.
It is, and I wish I could tell you exactly when that'll be. You know, we're hoping that the stadium will be ready for next season. At the beginning, we'll be in it at some point, whether it's hopefully the first round of the playoffs or the first home game. But we got a good schedule next year. Got some good games that we'll be able to figure out whether we are in competition or where we are we trending in the right direction. Hopefully, play for another gold ball. But you know, new school, it's going to bring kids. It's going to bring, you know, I just think it's going to bring the community together even more than it already has.
Appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
Yes, sir.
Love
you guys. Love what y'all are doing.
Yo.
And you always got home here.
Absolutely. Go Rams.
Yeah! Yeah! Go!